Hi everybody, I wanted to share with you a quick video on how to make this card here I made. I used my Imagine on this butterfly, and I added some pearls, and I used a Tim Holtz die for this frame right here and some embossing powder, so I'm going to show you how I made this card. First, I have a A2 size card, and it's like a peach or salmon color, and I'm going to use my sidekick or big kick. Let's see if I can zoom out. No, I can't. Well, and the die plate I'm using is the Tim Holtz alterations, and it is the Baroque. Forgive me if I'm saying that wrong, but that's the die I'm going to use. I'll put my plate down there. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can fix this. And I'm going to put my die there. And now I'm going to push it through. This is really simple card. Pull this through. Oops. Let me get this out of the way. And this is the this is what you would get, is this, and I was going to use this, but I decided I would use this instead. And what I'm going to do is glue this down. Nope, scratch that. I'm going to use this frame right here to glue this down on this A2 size card. And what I did was I cut a piece of brown cardstock enough to fit this square area right here. So when I cut it out, it would fit perfectly on here. And then what you're going to do is just trim off the excess off this card. Around the card, so you can have this nice little frame shape here on your card. And then next, for time's sake purposes, I had cut a butterfly from my Imagine. I cut this butterfly, and he is cut at 2.5 inches, and the butterfly comes from the Imagine More Cards cartridge from the Imagine, and I cut that, like I said, at 2.5. And so let me get my embossing powder, because what I decided, I embossed on this other card here, I embossed the corners with this white embossing powder. So let me get that, and I'm going to use a la mode white embossing powder, and my Versamark Dazzle Frost stamp pad to stamp on that. And I've had this package of package of stamps here. They're different sizes of swirls. So I'm going to use let's see. Let me use this one right here. I used this one on the other card, but let me use this one. Get my little block, stick it on there, and let me get a sheet of paper. sorry if this seems disorganized. Okay. Let me get, well, first, let's glue this down so I can see where I need to stamp on the, emboss on the corners here. So let me glue this down 1 second. Okay, so I put some glue from my ATG gun on here on the back of this. And you can see where I glued it. And now I'm going to trim all this excess cardstock right here off. Let me get my scissors. Okay, so now I've cut all around the edges there, and the glue's all on the top and on the sides. So I'm going to get my Versamark Dazzle and my stamp that I'm going to use. And I don't know what the name of the stamp is, but I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to ink it up real good. And I am going to stamp and stamp here on the corner, and close that up, set that to the side, get my stuff and set it on here. Let me shake some of this off. Let me get a little brush and brush some of this off right here. Let's see. Let me just stick a little bit more of that embossing foam stuff on here. And then I'm going to go blow it. Use my my gun to emboss this. I'll be right back. Okay, here it is with it being embossed after I heat set it. And of course I got some on the side here, but nothing's perfect. So, and then here is my little butterfly that I cut from Imagine More cards off cartridge off my Imagine. And I'm going to get a wobble, an action wobble here. And this is what it looks like. And I'm going to have to trim this up a little bit because it was a little too big on the top. Okay. Alright. Now I'm gonna take this off. Actually, I should have took this other part off first. Excuse me, this top part comes off first. Getting ahead of myself. Okay. So we're going to stick it, and I need to trim this off one more thing up here too, okay, because it'll show. I'm going to stick that right there, okay, and I meant to ink my edges, so let's do that real quick ink your edges, And this is with the color box. And these things stick real good. Let's see. And I'm going to kind of bend this just a little bit so I can get inside there, which is not going to bend for me. But oh well, you get the idea. Okay. And then I'm going to position that, let's see, right there. Let me get it right. And about right there. Let's see, now it does that. And I'm going to use one of my Creative Time stamped sentiments. Let's see. Okay, for the stamped sentiment, I'm going to use my Creative Times Pain, Pain, Go Away stamp set. And I'm going to use the one that says laughter is the best medicine. And let me get that stamped. Okay. And let me kind of just scooch this over. And press that on there. And there it is. Voila. And what I'm going to do now is get some little pearls so it can make it look like it's just kind of buzzing around. Let me go get those real quick. Okay, for time's sake of the video, I went ahead and added the little mini pearls, and I don't know if you can see them. And they are from Hobby Lobby. They are the Paper Studio pearls, and they look like this. And I put them on here to kind of make it look like it's buzzing around, if you can see that. And that was my project on showing you how to make this card and this card. I made 2 Get Well cards. I have an aunt that's not doing well, and I figured I'd send her one of these cards. And I think these Action Wobbles just do the card justice with these butterflies, because that's how a butterfly floats in the air like that. So, well, I hope you like my little project, and thanks for stopping in, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye now.